あー、テストテストテストテスト。アウターワールド、久しぶりに続きやっていきますわ。これどこやっけどこだっけここ。なんか、どこやったっけ。グラウンドブレーカーだっけ。グラウンドブレーカーについた。めっちゃ久しぶりすぎんだよな。
Yeah, huh?
いや、はいや、トラッシュ。周囲。もう206円しかねえな。206円。206円しかねえんだけど。断層どんぐらい持ってたっけ。まあ結構あるな。久しぶりすぎてどうに行けばいいかわしや。
Now see here, I'm... What was I doing again?
What are you doing again? 動作も忘れてた。でグラウンドブレーカー行って何するんだっけぐったぐだ。モナークにまず行くんだけど、ナビキーを調達しなきゃいけないと。ナビキーナビキーってどうやって行くの。グラディスって誰だよ。グラディスってグラディスからモナークのステラーベイへのグラディスに話せばいいのね。ユードン・フェットフォード、ハルシオンホールディングス評議会代表者ユードム・ヘッドフォードを通じて解決しなければならないってよ。ホログラフィックマントはまあゲットしましたと。でグラウンドブレーカーにある化学兵器を手に入れる。オッケーオッケー。まあとりあえずちょっとうろついていきましょうかと。まあめっちゃネズミが出てくるけど、まあ特に大丈夫。まあフォールアウトと違ってね、見た目がグロくないからまあ大丈夫まだ。もうちょっとフォールアウトになるとね、もうちょっとうひゃーってなっちゃう。うひゃーっつって。
don't have time for this. As you were.
This place has a smell, right? It's not just me.
こんにちは。あ、こいつグラディスか。
Bless my heart. A
おはようござい
stranger
ます。
knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just
クッ
like
キー食べたい、クッキークッキー食べたい。見せてくださ
I
い。
found a handsome ceramic mandapillar at a salvage auction last week.
とりあえず売ろう。まあダブってるやつは売ればいい。クッキーどこ、クッキークッキー頭おかしい。クッキーどれ？クッキーどれ？なんかクッキーがどうのこうの言ってなかった？あれどれどれ？クッキーがわからんのやけど。まあいいや。まあインパクトハンマーは一つあるから。まあちょっと売ってお金を得ないと。
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
この人あれやな。松重豊にめっちゃ似てる。
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap.
松重豊めっちゃ
If
似
you
とんだ
find
この人。
yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
ココのグルメ。孤独なグルメ。ココのグルメちゃうか。その機械。うんうん、なるほど。
Phineas. That
フィ
old
ニア
coot.
ス。
He was quite the dancer back in his prime. Did he tell you?
へ
Real light
え。
on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Logs. Maybe I should charge you double. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years
クレオーバさんっていうのはあれだね。企業の名前ね。
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they
お
shouldn't
なんやねんお
be
前
got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
うん
Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the
ほう
mess.
ほうわからん
If you should find a secret
なるほどわからん
might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
ほう
My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake?
My goodness
I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over
Cookie,
a pod
食べたい。
famous cookies.
クッキーズクッキー食べたい当ててちょうだ
Lord
い
bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording complete
クッ
with
キー
the
食べたい
coordinates.
もん
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief.
ドゥドゥ
She's been
ン
trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. Yes, dearie?
やい
Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from, and ferret out some tasty
なるほど。
corporate secrets for old Gladys.
クレオバさんって企業が放棄したローズウェイで
You, I think.
ちょっとすごいスキャンダルをちょっとゲットしてこいということやね
What do you want then? My hard-earned wisdom? That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the
そうなんだよ
colony.
ねグラウンドブレーカーはなんか独立してんだよね
Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. No, ma'am. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing. Go right ahead, sweetheart.
熱処理問題
Groundbreaker's radiators. Been neither fine nor dandy for weeks now. Miss Junlei's supposed to be getting them fixed, but the board's determined to get in her way. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. No, ma'am. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing. Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios.
キュリアを
I also make throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
What about non-famous players? I earned quite a reputation as a
Okay.
fishback during my penitentiary, seminary days.
んどうだよお前
You do have a favorable mop, I must say. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear? Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence. Those board folk are real prideful like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess. Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of
まあ
radio
エドナっ
chatter.
て人がいるんだね。
Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board. Anytime, sweetheart. You know
Oh.
where to find me.
やったー。
Take a candy with you.
お菓子だー。でこう銃こう突きこう突きつけてるっていうね。この面白さよ。
Carry on.
キャリオン。
Hey,
はい。
got my sights on you.
およ。この銃口を突きつけながら話すっていうやばさよ。
Gladys can get you a snack if you're hungry.
スペーサー、まあここの村人みたいな感じだね。おマックスコラ。俺も武器下ろしたいんだけど疲れるんだけどこうやってずっと出してんの。
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea.
やったお茶だ。
Won a charming copper kettle off that.
ごめん話の途中。いらんやつ売るわ。これとかもいらん？あ、やべ、俺キャンディー売っちゃった。ちょっともさるのやめて。もさるのやめてマジで。突然もさるのやめて。マジもさんのやめてくれ。もさんのやめてくれ。And then so もさんのやめてマジで。もさんのやめてくれマジで。あ、ここさっき行ったな。このトイレはさっき行った。そろそろ、あ、間違えた。ああ、もうやめてくれマジで。ああ、もうさんのやめてマジで。焦るから。 こんにちは。
Hot day, isn't it? Like someone started a fire in the guts of the ship. Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up.
大きな声だって。ここで何をしているんですか。
Glass ear. Sorry, there's a lot of static on my end.
すぐそこに立ってるでしょうに。
Nothing to fear. Sorry again. The sound of Groundbreaker's engines has really got to me over the years. Huh? What?
はあ What?
Huh. Now that I heard.
なんつうやつだ。こらネズミちゃん待てこら。あ、ちょっともうダメ。もうなんでこれ間違えて押しちゃうのよ。もう癖だこれ。はいはい、とりあえずサイドクエスト、まあいろいろとちょっと巡礼とあった方がいいか。グラビスはテラ2の救難信号のコピーを君に渡した。放棄されているはずのクレオおばさんの全焼基地ローズウェイで誰かが助けを求めている。そこで密かに企業活動が行われているなら、きっと価値の高いデータを入手しグラディスに売り渡すことができるだろう。救難信号には座標が埋め込まれていた。船に戻って座標を入力すればエイダがローズウェイの離着陸場まで運んでくれるだろうと。ロストホープ。ここは何屋さん？バーか。
You'll learn to keep your eyes to... This place has a smell, right? It's not just me. Like mold.
うん？
This heat's unbearable.
こんにちは。
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lei gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. Nothing you need and everything you want. A new face. What's your I hear tell some folk down in the townships are getting offered early retirement. Who'd think of such a thing? What would you do with all the time?
Overtime.
The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday.
ほうほ
And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be
う。
are
温度調
gonna
節
get
がちょっ
around
とあ
to
れか。
fixing it. Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse. They're supposed to gather up all the heat the systems generate and vent it into space.
なるほど。
Instead of the heat going where it ought, though, it seems to be blowing straight down the promenade. Weeks? I lost track. Too law-damn long. Engineering. Chief Junlei Tennyson, to be precise. She runs this heap. Best she can, anyway. Don't know what's got her dragging her heels, but I wish she'd hurry it up. That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief Junlei in engineering. There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that. Hey, you. Where's my old... I'm a rambling road student.
料理人びっくりした。お疲れ様です。失礼します。あ、すいませんでした、トイレ中。うお。興奮剤。なんでここに興奮剤が置いてんだよ。ここはさっき言ったな。スペーサージ中ああ、叩きってやろうか。お、これ何これ。プフって言ってなんだこれIt's special choice つってな。スペーサーズコロナって。スペーサーズコロナ。まあ、コロナっていうのはもともとなんか王冠って意味なんだよね、確か。
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
Spacer's choice.
A lot of slogans.
It's Spacer's choice. つってな。
Sometimes I forget. Heard of it? My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery.
エーテルウェーブ。
Which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
If you did, that'd be good, actually.
もう行ったら行ったらいいと思うっつって。
And if you do, please don't mention us.
I'd have to go over my contract, but I don't think I'm allowed to leave Groundbreaker.
契約内容。
Or this stall. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. Have a look.
あ、売ってんじゃん普通に。なんだ普通に売ってた。騙し。面白いな。買おうかな。一つ買おうかな。いやでもお金がそんなにないんだよね。問題ない。こういうのとかもいらんよな。あ、もうさんのやめてマジで。もうさらんといてくれ。ムフール。エリー。
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
あ、エリーだ。
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Furu? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. You say that like it's weird. Like I said, Jessie did me a favor, and now I owe her one. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
クエストが追加された。エリーはジェシーに何か不都合なことが起こったと考えている。ジェシーはエリーの知人で、グラウンドブレーカーの病院ベイに不審なほど長時間入院していると。
Good luck getting to Jessie, and better luck if you do. Piece of work.
What seems to be the problem? Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable. If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Take care.
Take care.
Good luck getting to Jessie. Real piece of work. Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain?
そう
If
だ
you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. Did he now? Mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
イリオン
Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker. The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
どういうクエストだ？医師であるドクター・ワンダ・ドーセットは医療ロボットの配達を待っているがいまだに届かないと。イリオン船長が運んでいるんだと。その船長がスキラのどこかにいると。大丈夫か？シャキ探すぞ。
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
おっと。
To the last ratchet on button time. Leave me in peace. You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've gotta do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
ほいよ。やべえやべえ。
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
ほう。
Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of the ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation.
Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udon's deposit I'd spent. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
All right,
I'm on it.
we go.
What do you think you're doing?
ちょっと
Oh, my mistake.
びっくりした。なんでやねんいきなり。怖えな。つうことはこれは結局どういうエリーはジェシーにジェシーは評議会のエージェントから隠れている。評議会のグラウンドブレーカー担当ユードムヘッドボートと話をすれば彼女を助けられるかもしれないと。まあとりあえず説得してジェシーの負債を清算すればいいっていうことかなこれは。でそのまま読んだわけだけど、まあとにかくなんかジェシーはやらかしましたと、そういうことやね。それをなんとか助けてくれと。でユードン・フェッドフォードってやつにを説得しろと。Got it. Heads down. やべえやべえやべえ。うえいし。これちゃんとさ、これ見て、見て。みんなちゃんとこれ変装するの面白い。変装するの面白いな、こうやって。やべえ。定期的に声張らねえと眠たくなる。
Keep hanging around and I'll begin. What can I do? You have
Any word on Jesse?
ジェシー評議会に借りがあって誰かが彼女を追っているそうよ。私が肩をつけるわ。
Good luck. The board's
Good
got an
luck.
office in the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
OK 任せろ。
I'd go with you to see the board's rep, but I'm not great with soft skills.
しゃあ任せろ。俺が説得しに行ってやる。あたいが説得しに行くわ。エバーソン。
You know that sound when you snapped on an injector
う
clip?
わーかっこいい。中二病の
That's how you know your weapon loves you back.
中二病の方か。
I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
Happy to show you. オッケー見せてくれ俺に。やべえ定期的に声張らねえとこれやべえぞ。俺はバカやから話についていけないぞ。ハンドガンコスパのいい解決策。ちょっとお金があんまりね、ちょっとお金が潤沢じゃねえからな。まあ、ちょっとだけ買おう。ちょい出し。パルスハンマーとかこれいる？オリトキシフリート。こういうのさ、フォールアウトもそうだけどさ、安全なのかなマジで。食べ物とかも思うけどさ、なんか食品添加物がもうモリモリそうな感じするんだけどもうなんかもうすげえ健康被害とか起きてそうな感じがするけどこのさ こんなんスキンクリームとかこんなんさ、こんなん絶対中起きとるやろこんなん。なんかフォールアウトもそうなんだよな。なんかすげえ企業倫理がガバガバなんだよな全体的に。なんかね、すごい近未来的なんだけどね、こう文化は、科学文明はすごいこう人間のこうなんだろう、人間性が追いついてないよね。人間性があれなんだよな。ちょっとフォールアウトもそうだけどな、ちょっとあれだよね。まあ現代が優れているってわけではないが、決して今の現代が、現実世界が優れているかっつうと、まあそれはね 100% そうかもしれん、そうとは言えないかもしれんけど、ちょっと土地狂ってるからね本当にこのゲームは。へえ、ここに処理してんのゴミを。これ登るになるけど降りるだよな。これなんか登るってコマンドになってた。本当？マックス牧師はちゃんと来てるけど。うわ、フランキーからサルベージに関する情報を得た。グラウンドブレーカーの古い格納庫を見つけたということだ。到着便がすべて出港したら旗を立て迎えとリリアからゴーサインを受けている。そこで君を偵察に送る。緩いパネルを探すんだ。寝台の上に登ったら奥の壁を目指せ。リリアからは気をつけるよう言われている。尾行されているというのが彼女の考えだ。リリアらしいといえばリリアらしい。まあ尾行されてたってことかな。で、貨物作業員の担当区画のあたりにあるレンガの壁の奥。どこだどこだ。ゆるいパネル。寝台の上に登ったらいいの？どこだそれは。まあ尾行されててやられたってことか。どこだそれは。作業、まあいいやそれはまあそれはいいや。であと回ってないとこは、ここ回ったっけな。ここは行ったな。いやでっけえなここ。しかしあ、ここがあれだな、評議会だな。評議会のあれだな。フォーパーパーティー。おお怖い怖い。おお怖い怖い。
The Mardets would space you for trying, you waste of O2.
酸素の無駄女。
Yeah, O2 scrubbers.
殺されるぞ。
Look, just get out of here before I tell your captain what you've been getting up to on the clock.
Whatever. We got a date at the Lost Hope anyway.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life, Marcy? Guarding stairs for that walking mustache Udon fucking Bedford? I gotta get off this detail.
クソちょびひげ。
Who'd I piss off to get assigned here?
おお。
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
I think everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
こいつか、ユードムは。
Crossbow finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he.
Not he.
Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Freelancer? クソスプラット。
There's no need for hysterics. This is all a hilarious misunderstanding. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. Well, Alex knew, or he said he did, and you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table.
Table? まあ言わなかったよ。俺が船にね、俺がポットに落ちた時には死んでたから。My head.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. I don't intend to be. It's just a matter of trust. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's my white whale, I suppose. It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work. Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Yeah.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
これはいいのか?
Be my guest. I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands. I have few complaints.
Good law. Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit? No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
なんでだよ。
Best to be clear, I believe. Oh, law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that. Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't they very large? Tremendously impressive.
Wonderful.
They're here to keep the peace, of course. Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign. When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care. A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use. Oh, good law, of course not. Never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use. Ask away.
尋ねたまえ。
What?
I'm sorry? I'm quite certain I heard Wells. Phineas Wells.
But you... It's always like this with you tramp freighter captains.
Well, once you've tired of your jokes, you know where to find me.
おお、なんかレベルアップした。レベルアップした。とりあえずあ、マジか。ちょっと待ってよ。これでとりあえず OK。このゲームあれなんだよな、欠点ってのがあるんだけどな。欠点はつけない方がいいとかって攻略域には書いてた。 まだ選べねえのか。あ、そっか。特殊技能は溜まってねえのか。うん。まあいろいろ勢力があるんだな。
Something about being in space feels like I'm melting. The last day.
こんなん溶けるんちゃう、暑すぎて。こんなん暑すぎてやばいんちゃう。
Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to. Just seems to happen around you, that's all.
I could spend hours. So,
賞金ドローン。
Have you seen this man? Reward offers for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy. Have you seen this man? Reward offers for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells.
グリーシー。おばさんの台所。
RT greeting, potential customer.
RT greeting.
Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. Baby's unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispensing sequence.
高橋かな。
Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
パスタでも食うか。高えなこのパスタ。ちょっと入るわ。そこなんか入れねえのか。この中入れねえのかよ。黒おばさんの領土者がどういうことだ。自己防衛機能がじゃあ発動しちゃったのか。順番をちょっと間違えちゃったのかな、修理する順番が。ちょっと怖いんだけど。こんにちは。
All organic ingestion. Baby's unit. This unit would clarify. There is a dead mechanic in the kitchen. User error in the maintenance of this unit's cutlery engaged several systems at once. The slicer, the grinder, the tenderizer. This unit behaves precisely as it was engineered. Neither this unit nor its corporate proprietor claim any responsibility for the mess.
こいつはぶっ壊した方がいいな、これは。
This unit is not designated for cleaning duties and cannot be compelled to accept another unit's responsibilities.
Responsibilities.
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes. Some condiments are not for use by this unit. This unit is programmed to simulate shock at such assertions. Shock simulation non-functional. A trouble ticket has been filed. Shock simulation restored. Initiating shock subroutine. How dare you? Shock subroutine complete.
Dare you?
Estimated guilt level of customer increased by 35%. Resuming protein dispensation protocol. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
ぶっ壊した方がいいか。アイク・クリステンセン。
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? We also have a line of specialized melee weapons. For those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull. Not me, but it's in my blood. After the crossing, my family worked Eridanos, indentured to the corporations. I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family to buy my way out. That's why I settled on Groundbreaker. It's the last bastion of freedom. Everything I sell is fresh from the forge. Technically, the metal formed billions of years ago, but it's freshly in this shape.
あ、強いなこれ。スタンダードヘルメットの他に優しい服、作業着。ちょっと売っちゃおうか、いらんやつを。 あ、なんかさらに強いやつがある。ボルターピストルあるからな。これ売るか。
Welcome.
Welcome. で、この高いやつ買おう。これあげようか。あ、間違えた。お前にはこれやるよ。ピヨポー。スプラットソーセージ販売機。
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh brown batch of spratwurst cooking.
スプラットソーセー
They're
ジ。
terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen? You know what sprats are? Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their
テラ
own
フライ
juices.
テラフライボアストセージ。
Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand soup, a mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry. Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters,
十
it's
分
how to
痩せて
make
ない
near anything edible. Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&Ding our own special meat. Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice. Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike. Just as well. Long as you don't mind me grinding spratwurst while we talk. Little things don't make... Just as well. Fresh from the grinder, anyhow.
うまいのかこれ。テラフライドうまいのかい。1個だけ買うか。 うまそうには見えないか。うまそうにはちょっと見えんけどな。うおおお、ラットがこれミンチにされんのか。ここでグロい、なかなかにグロい。直接もう目も全部。
Not getting into too much danger, are you? Could always liven your day.
これはグロい。もう直接かよ。
C&D worst worst. It's not the worst unless it's worst worst.
ん？何何？ミルスフェリックス・メリストーン。熱。こうやってみんなにメール見られんのやだな。こんなみんなに見られんのかよ。
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information needed to the capture of noted terrorist video stars. Report any sightings.
ん？このサブライト。
Sublight salvage. Their front looks surprisingly on the up and up.
Who?
You reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for?
Sublight for life. Corporations never lifted a finger for me.
逃げないで。放送音。 こう。トバイアス大山。
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers.
顔の傷が
You
す
the
げえ
one flying the unreliable? Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
ふん。リリア・ハーゲンってこの人か。
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. Not a word. Pity. My guy in marketing is about to lose his other thumb. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. A useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. I didn't ask. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Just like in the serials.
何
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the rescue go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it.
時はビットなり。時は金なりみたいな、金なりみたいな感じ。
These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down. Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities. Your words, not mine. Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble.
そうっすか。
Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate. Very. I have this thing about numbers in spreadsheets, grids in general. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman in Halcyon, but I'll settle for being the most organized one. Ask. I have nothing to hide. I don't charge. Be seeing you.
うん。サブライトは運搬と廃棄物処理を主な事業にしているサルベージ作業員のネットワーク。契約者と影の副社長は複雑に入り組んだクモの巣のように組織の階級を形作っている。
Sublight for life.
Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off our tails. What?
おーっと危ねえ。おーっと危ねえ。これやっぱ2人仲間連れてけんのいいな。よく言えばもう1人連れてきたい。ここか。ん？テニソンがいるのはここ？
411s? And an old Yakita 37?
いや、来た。
You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from...
Yeah, huh?
いや、は？お、この人か。
Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends.
Oh.
Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
ゴルゴーネよ。
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
敬礼。了解よ、所長。
Good. Don't go
Good.
making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer is just passing through.
うん。
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
話したがってるですけどどうする？
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me
おお、
some
よかったじ
things.
ゃん。
I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do
Wow,
that then.
great.
Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
よかった
Now,
ね。
if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
なるほど。
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forget not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
悪党の巣窟。
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail.
ええ。
They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
結構きついな。
Mardits are descended from the original Marine detachment that crossed the void with Groundbreaker. I don't put their lives on the line if I can avoid it. You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board monopolizes that kind of trade. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy. Damn right. And while I'm captain of the Groundbreaker, it falls to me to preserve this ship's independence. Those idiots are immune to reason, and they don't much care if the station melts to pieces. They're content to die last. If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I'd prefer that. But more than anything, we need those parts. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
了解。 う
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, huh?
Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms? What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater? I reckon there's worse places to start. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just... she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
I find myself marveling. Something...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Concerned citizens often ask why there aren't enough new faces in the Halcyon colony. We all want new neighbors from time to time.
カンコンカンコンカン。
Our studies have shown that a controlled population is inversely proportional to consumer happiness. Fewer colonists means there's more paradise for the rest of us.
ソングじゃん。
Watch out something doesn't explode in your face.
Got it. Inside voices.
なんとかしてやるぜ、じゃあ暑いのは。とりあえずバックベイダー。マクレッド船長。
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
ああ、エンジニアが。
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum.
Yeah, we
Time
go.
to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain. I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. We won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew. We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cells, making this broken angel fly again.
なんてやつらだ。
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy.
なんだこいつら。じゃあ。
Smells kind of like old Bess's help from pipes.
じゃあこいつらちょっとぶっ潰していいのかな。例以上一歩も進むなよ。アウトローストライカー。こいつらぶっ潰していいのかな。 いつでもいいか。とりあえずマクレット船長ってやつはどこ行った。とりあえずあいつらをぶっ潰して、あいつをとりあえずじゃあ始めますね。あ、間違えた忘れた。ちょっと待って、体力回復してない。これさ、振動がないからさ、わかんねえんだよな。ダメージ受けてるのが。言い訳すると。振動がねえんだよな、これ。振動がねえからいまいち把握しづらいんだよな。俺がやられかけてるとかっていうのが。あれバグった。びっくりした。びっくりした。
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this, right? Time to...
Is this what...
Speaking...
You came with the group? Ooh, look at the courage on this one. Lay it on me, boss.
Oh.
Give me a taste of that fiery primal spirit. Listen to the fire of those convictions. This one's hungry for justice. Alive or dead. Rare or medium. What's it gonna be? How do you want me cooked, bounty hunter? My flame? Shit. Little flick here got me started on the pyro path. Fine. He's yours.
Yosh.
Give him a good home.
Don't worry, Mr. McRed. We'll treat Mr. Flick extra nice on account of he's your friend.
You call your lighter Little Flick?
I'll miss my baby Pyro, but it beats losing my head. This court needs its king, and I'm one of a kind. Keen eyes you got there. Sunita gave me this lighter. We had a carnal understanding a few years back.
サニータって誰だっけ。
Something to remember by. Lay it on me,
That's right, sir. Just the parts?
Tennyson just keeps feeding the... We were just... You don't just ask...
Here they come.
よし。わっほー。やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい、強すぎる強すぎる。俺が雑魚すぎるんか。よし、オッケー。まあまあ冷静にいこうや。I'm going. 大丈夫だ、みんなよくやった。いらない。
Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes. この野郎。モンタグ。モンタグ使ってみるか。エンジニアの敵だこの野郎。どーん。部品どこだ部品。
これか。
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
ボロロボット。ドゥーン。これドゥーン。
It's so cozy.
あと敵どこおる？
I guess I'm on it. Show them how it's done. Well done. We are victorious.
We are victorious. 若手金学者のログ。アウトロー隊長。うわ、キノコだ。もらえるもんももらっとこう。 おお、かっけえ。かっこよくねえかこれ。うわ、なんだこいつ。何こいつ、何こいつ。ブレッドワーム。へえ。よし、オッケーやな。こんなもんやね。お、このモーションかっこいい。うわ、
Yeah.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice too.
Got word from Udam, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now.
そういうことっすね。
I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
やった。
She helped me win a bet. We were on a smuggling run planet side when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. And as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it up. Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet. It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin. You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain. Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a view.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew.
やったー。へえ、こういうのできるんだ。すぐそばとかってやろう。
What seems to take care.
Take care. びっくりする。近すぎてびっくりするな、逆にこれ。 おお、はいはいはいはい。
Who wants to play an impromptu tossball match? No one? In?
How goes the hunt?
That guy's
I've
a
been
hunt.
ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off. I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardets' backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future. With that bastard McRed.
Oh, shit, right.
Punch. You want a punch? You got your punch right here. Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information needed. Report any sightings.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gain, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer. It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about. I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a skin that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when. You've got my attention. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight manticore infestation.
So.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you. You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system. The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. Got
で、なんだっけ？どこをどう移動すればいいんだっけ？
This is Halcyon News.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
何々
Where are we headed?
The controls are on the back of the machinery shaft area. Clear of the radiation. No, no necessarily. But I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about dying to spend.
Captain, look out! That's one down!
どこおるあと？どこおる？どこおる？どこおる？どこおる？ドゥーンってなっちゃった。ドゥーンっていつの間にか。
On my way.
Be right there.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Be fast if you can. Get fast. I can always think of it.
Sister.
You won't get any mercy from me.
ドゥーン。ほら。ドーン。
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go. Done. The temperatures are dropping.
よかったよかった。
Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
いて。
No one saw me trip over that, right?
なになに？
Temps are lowering across the station. Anyone outside is getting a hell of a light show from the droplet arrays. Thanks for the help. Let me know if you ever need to borrow a wrench or something.
おう。
When I started this job, you can go days without a major incident. Now it's
We
just
interrupt your regularly scheduled. advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you. When you were sick.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive.
Yosha.
If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you up.
Ooh.
Hello. Junlei called up from engineering. Said I should let you buy medical supplies from our stores. Now, is there something I can help you with? A better selection than you'll find on the promenade.
Yosha.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
I could spend hours. So,
Have you seen this man? Reward offers information needed to the capture of known terrorist Phineas Wells.
hey, look who...
強そうなの顔。 おお、いいじゃんこれ。フォールアウトのジャンプスーツみたい。
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome.
This is Halcyon Duke.
ケ
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball final.
どっちも強くしたぞ。
Have you seen this man?
頭も鎧も強くしたぞ。
It get cooler in here? Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons, is always a worthy endeavor.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads.
Pop our head.
What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire. Only takes a bit of elbow grease and a spot of engineering know-how. Most ships have a workbench near the cargo hold. Ours is in engineering. You could take your new toys over there if you feel like tinkering. No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys. Right here for a start. I got a fair selection. Modified weapons are my specialty. A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WARRANTIES tops the list. So...
切れてるプレット。 よし、こんなもんだな。めっちゃなんだ、誰かと思った。
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
どうしたんや。
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady. I find myself some.
じゃあ戻るか。はいよ。なんだてめえ。
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
仕方ねえな。
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this. I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Look at that. A real vicar.
燃える教会みたいな。
Church on fire.
お、仲間が2人加わったぜ、これで。おお。おお、頼もしいな。 ちょうどキリいいし終わるか、この辺りで。
During takeoffs and landings.
Since when?
Who?
Since the Rangers decided their 8th back should stay in the Wednesday zone. Come on, Felix. The Rangers threw that game.
Were we listening to the same game? The Rangers were robbed. The Hammers had the judges in their pockets.
Teams that play poorly deserve to lose. That's a fundamental law of the universe.
Don't bring religion into this, preacher.
The Rangers handily snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. If you can't see that, let's just agree to disagree.
I disagree. Also, get spaced.
Get spaced.
Good to see you, boss. Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way. That's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to go but the back bays. The word's a touch kindlier than Rungleech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the Groundbreaker. Same way we all do. Look for work and hope somebody would give me a shot. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. The foreman and I never got on. Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it. That's what I like about you, boss. You got a mean swing. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives. Yeah, I guess my ship did arrive in the end. I've got you to thank for that. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
フェリックスは普通にイケメンやな、こいつ。うわ、びっくりした。
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook. It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually 0G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not. Exactly. That's what makes them fun. I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do. Sure do. Some of it was even legal. There's a lot of business that goes through the Groundbreaker. Some of it's board-authorized freight hauling, and some of it's not. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way. Not at all. I chose this life to make bits, not waves. Though if I can offer another perspective, piracy's just trade the corporations don't have a hand in. Well, they're the ones who set the rules, so I guess you can't blame them for stacking the deck in their favor. But the rest of us have to get by somehow. Don't go getting the wrong idea. I don't have principles, I just don't like being told how to live my life. Let's move on to something lighter. All this talk of politics makes me tired and thirsty. Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it. Oh, come on. That stuff's boring. Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance. No complaints here.
ひどいもんだ。こんな髪型選べねえんだけどな。主人公の髪型、こんな綺麗な髪型選べねえんだけど。 トスボールってどんなスポーツだよ。どうしよっかな。テラ2に行くか。じゃあローズウェイってあれどうやって行くんだっけ。危険。
Welcome back, Captain.
Welcome back, Captain.
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
We are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad.
よしよし。
Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. Forgive me, Captain. Was there another? No, I am sure I cannot view emotions. The memory has merely disrupted one of my processors. Glitches can be quite uncomfortable. It was my fault he died. I should have predicted the statistical unlikeliness of success of my captain's actions. In fact, I did, but illogically disregarded the results. he asked me to trust him. Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields, while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning. The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did. We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
よっしゃ。
Captain, got a minute?
何？
This Roseway business smells. Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever or whatever got him will be waiting for us. What's there to know, Captain? Shady corporate town caught up in shady corporate shit. Tough luck for them, but maybe an opportunity for us. With a lot of these companies, the thrashing you take from your boss is worse than whatever a bunch of marauders will do to you. Doesn't exactly encourage calling for aid when there's a fuck-up. If you say so, I'm keeping a finger on the trigger all the same. Anyway, we might as well take a look out there, see if we can get the jump on whoever's waiting for us.
まあキリがいいからこの辺りで終わりますわ。一回ローズウェイ降りるか。じゃあエリーとフェリックスにしましょうか。あ、間違えた。これどうやんの？N 線。あ、こうやって選ぶんか。地球儀か。よし、終わるか。セーブして。
No security. Not that I'm complaining. —
Yeah, boss?
Hi, boss.
Something on your mind?
よし。セーブと。てなわけで終わります。じゃあ、ありがとうございました。途中なかったテンション異常やったけど、ちょっと眠くなりそうだったから、ちょっと声を張りました。ということで、ありがとうございました。